Life doesn't always give us answers when we want them. But what if the lack of answers wasn't the problem? It's our resistance to not knowing. Welcome to my channel. My name is Onyara, and I love to talk about personal development and help others become a better version of themselves. So if you relate to anything in this video or you like anything in this video, please remember to subscribe for more content like this. Let's talk about why we struggle with unanswered questions. It's because our mind craves certainty, because uncertainty feels unsafe to us. We want to know because knowing gives us the illusion of control. Knowing or thinking that we know gives us the illusion that we will be able to control what will happen. This fear of the unknown can lead you to overthinking and stress, and it can stop you from going for what you want, for your goals, for your dreams, and just to explore more of your potential. Having this fear of the unknown is understandable and is normal in our human experience. But let's talk about how we can transmute that fear and use the power of uncertainty. Growth often happens in the unknown. Think of a time when you had the most growth in your life. Did you know that was going to happen? You probably had no idea that the growth that you had in that moment of your life was coming. That's because we don't know what's coming. We can never really know what's coming. The only thing that we do know is that we're going to die, and we don't even know when that's going to happen. So we don't ever really have a certainty, 100% certainty. The Kabbalists talk about how getting closer to God, getting closer to the light of God, showing up closer to God, how part of the spiritual work is to walk in this life with certainty, even though we don't really know anything. So embracing this uncertainty and transmuting it to something that's powerful to you, something that's empowering to you, you must remind yourself and trust that clarity will come with time and action, that God will guide you exactly where you need to be, especially in these moments of uncertainty, especially in these moments where you can identify that this uncertainty is stopping you from moving forward. When this uncertainty is putting you in a place where you feel like a victim. The action being also that we trust more, that we guide our energy and our focus back to trust when that fear of uncertainty shows up, that we remind ourselves that this is our spiritual work, to trust that even though it seems that everything is falling apart, God has a greater plan and He will lead us there. As long as we continue to show up in what we need to take action in. We're never truly disconnected from God because God is our source, but we can get to a point where we can't hear Him or feel how He's guiding us because we've decided not to listen anymore. Remind yourself that you can never really know anything for 100% sure. That uncertainty is a part of life. And that in that uncertainty, you can be certain that you will figure it out and you will find a way. So let's go over some strategies for you to find peace when this fear of uncertainty shows up. The first thing you can do is commit to a mindful practice for yourself, because mindful practices help us practice our focus. Where our focus goes, our energy flows. And where our energy flows, that's how we're feeling because we're focusing there. So when you have a mindful practice, it's a practice to teach yourself consistently how to stay in control of your focus. So when this fear of uncertainty shows up, your imagination and your mind don't make an entire story and continue to make this movie that lead you into more uncertainty. Having a mindful practice will help you gain control and get your mind back to where you want it to be. So spend 5 minutes a day sitting in stillness, focusing on your breath, and just allowing any unanswered questions just to go by. And bring yourself, your mind, your focus back to your breath. I am in control of my mind. I am focusing on my breath, breathing in belly full, breathing out belly empty, and focusing on my breath. And just continuing to practice to focus on your breath for 5 minutes. Just set a timer and focus on your breath and focus on your breath. And this practice will help you gain control over your focus. It doesn't have to be on your breath. You can put a mantra or you can put a guided meditation. The whole process of being mindful is to know where your focus is at the moment, where your entire senses, where your presence is at this moment. What you do with a mindful practice is practice how to stay in control of that focus and keep your focus on a specific task or whatever you intend to keep your focus on. Another strategy you can use is to reframe your perspective. So instead of asking yourself, why don't I know? Ask yourself, what can I learn from this moment of not knowing? See, because we're experiencing life based on what we're telling ourselves. The words that we use are very powerful. The next time you're stuck in uncertainty, pause, breathe, and remind yourself, not knowing is where possibilities live. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. And if you're looking for extra support on your personal development path, book a call on the link down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.